So no one will have the exact same perspective on it as you do. And it's very important to recognize that your own perspective is unique. And as long as you have the self-awareness to realize that it's valid and not unrealistic or completely like rooted in delusion, then I'm struggling to like make sure I'm saying this right. Then it's probably actually quite healthy for you to literally ignore everyone else. And I say this as someone that definitely has like struggled over the years with like listening to the opinions of others, just in general, not just with speedrunning, right? And not being careful enough when it comes to who you listen to, what advice you take in, and what you allow to affect you. And honestly, partially part of that, unless it's instilled within you from an early age, it's really just going to take time for that to like solidify within you, is not giving as much of a fuck about other people's opinions. Specifically if they're detrimental to you. It's bad. No. My seconds. My frames are gone. What the fuck, Zach? Only I can say that about my runs. That's so toxic of you. Damn, man. I didn't have time to read anything else other than that comment. Honestly, Zach also could beat Beast if he was running this at the moment. With the new stuff. I would throw him on the list as well. Okay, so this run sucks is shorthand for I am not happy with this run. I know I can do better. I know you don't suck at the game. There's over 2 minutes of time save, Zach, since he got the record. And I remember you were very capable of it as well. Back before Nimzo got like the 47 or the low 48 or whatever. Yeah, so Bruggles, I have an interesting take on, I guess, on a couple of points in that paragraph. Sounding like I'm about to proofread something. Actually, I have a few points. Please go in. That would have been an opponent slide if I had any momentum at all. Thank you, Ghost. So that's where I think being more literal and being more careful and intentional with what you say is very important. So like instead of just saying this run sucks, saying like this run sucks, and like I know that I can do better. Today's the 244, we'll see. 244 would be a pretty small PV. That's definitely within the realm of possibility if I can get past the first half. But on the other hand, see, this is where, like, again, there's no one here is wrong, right? There's no right or wrong, and that's also recognizing that is kind of also what plays into what I was saying before. Is like, as you get older, you start to realize the importance of these things. Like labeling things as right and wrong can be like really detrimental. So like someone saying like this run doesn't suck, you should be grateful for it, you should be happy for it, whatever, could come from a place of them wanting you to feel better about it, but also them not experiencing what you're feeling about it. So maybe you do feel good about it or you are proud of it, but you are also critical of it. And they're not getting those simultaneous... Oh my fucking god, bro! Slapping would have worked! You gotta be kidding me. Okay. You're proud of my bow? Thank you. I've worked long and hard on my bow. I'm glad I said just one more bow. Or one more Ordon. My last boots was like a 735. Yeah, so... if you don't have unrealistic expectations or high expectations of yourself to some extent, or if someone doesn't, then the argument can be made that it's kind of just holding back progress. However, another like side to that coin is you can like let go of your expectations, completely detach, and just let things be what they are, and then still pursue something with less attachment, I guess. Like, I think that's a much harder thing to do, right? Like, some approaches just work better for different people. Yeah, definitely Ghost. That's where, like... See, it's important to, like, also be positive about improvement, right? If you PB, it is your best run ever, and objectively, it is objectively your best run ever, and it is generally an outlier, right? It's not like you're getting runs like that every single run. Because if you did, then, well, the odds are that your PB wouldn't be your PB. You probably would have already beat it. And, like, there's just a weird little cycle that happens there, but that's besides the point. It is important to have positive reinforcement. However, some people, sometimes only at certain times, but some people respond better because of how they're wired, like, you know, upbringing and everything, to, like, This run is fucking horrible. I can do way better. I'm gonna stop being a piece of shit and I'm gonna beat it now. Right. I'm not saying again right or wrong. But for some people, that's gonna fuel some people. And for some people, a more balanced approach might, you know, the way to go. Oh, I also meant to ask. Geez, you said something before that I didn't understand, and I didn't know if you were asking me or so, like Rodner. I need to go back and look. You said you asked a question before, and I don't know if it was for me or Rodner or someone else. I need to go back and look in a second. I need to scroll up in a moment during the loading zone. Or it might have been even for someone else. But I didn't understand it if it was for me. I need to find it. Where'd it go? You said you also are a natural therapist person. I didn't fully understand that, if it was a question for me. See, that's something I've actually struggled with a lot, Ruggles, is like, I don't think it's good to completely detach, like, I don't know, that's something I'm still battling with. Honestly, probably not that much. Yeah, it doesn't really happen that frequently, I would say. But I mean, I do like to. That was in response to you, jeez. What was I? Let's do the trick. No way. That was crazy. Struggling with that a lot. So hang on, let me just, I guess, to try and make sure I understand. So if you struggle with it, are you saying that like you like to hang on? That's good. People like talk to you or vent to you or confide in you a lot, and then you end up intaking and like hearing a lot of different like, what the fuck? What a way to blow this. I don't think I've ever messed that fight up before. What is the spread gonna be like here? You listen to people talk, like, and vent to you or confide in you a lot. And then as a result of that, you hear a lot of, like, external and, like, different opinions and views and whatnot. And then you end up taking a lot of that in and considering it more seriously. and potentially letting it affect you more than you should. Is that what you mean? I wouldn't say directly the... I wouldn't say for that reason. I would say just in general. Obviously, throughout life, you're going to be exposed to tons of different opinions, views, and just other people who will think of things differently. And sometimes it can be beneficial, sometimes it's detrimental. And it all really is just highly personalized to what's going to work for you. That was quick. But as for actively listening to people, if you were asking about that, no, like I enjoy that, but it's kind of like, you know, if you load up social media, right? You go on Twitter or YouTube, wherever you go, Twitter or YouTube, honestly, even Twitch in some ways, Instagram, whatever, you're going to see people who are going to say, you should be exercising 2 hours a day. And then you'll say, people, stop. You only need to work out for 30 minutes a day, 3 days a week. It's like, going to depend on what works for you, your conditions, like personally, and a number of other things. I'm just using this as like a dumbed down example. Like if you're married with, you know, a partner, let's say 2 or 3 kids, you have a full-time job, and you volunteer on weekends or something, you probably can't do, you know, 2 hours a day, 6 days a week of like working out, but 30 minutes a week, or 30 minutes a day, like 3 or 4 times a week, is adequate. And if it adds to your life without taking away from other aspects, then go for it. I don't know, I'm definitely realizing I'm starting to be aware of how subjective so much is, and it's so annoying, because it's so easy to want to think like black and white in a matter-of-fact way, which you kind of can do for yourself, but it's very, very slippery slope. What? Okay. That was something. Thank you for the good luck, Bloobs. 1 rupee. So cool. A little sad. So many rupees. I do not. I was offered one once. I just didn't want to take it. I think it was Venick. I think Venick offered to give me his copy like many years ago. Probably. I mean, if French is fastest, then I probably would. But it's also just such a small, you know, it's not like the Wind Waker where it's like a bigger difference. Like, yeah, at least back when I bought Japanese Wind Waker over English, it wasn't like a 10-minute difference. That's what, like 5 seconds or something, if even. They're not. But I only have one gold that would go on there, Ghost. The only gold I have the Clawshot by like 5 seconds, something like that. And I might have Spinner too, but I don't think I do. And if I do, I don't have it recorded anywhere. And I know it could be beaten anyway. I think like I'm close to the light sword. Like my my light sword is close. I had like such a good light sword. I want to say with one of my runs last week, I think it might have been the community best if I had one center spawn on the left Zant. But I got no center spawns. Yeah, I mean, it's a little broken at the moment. But it's mostly accurate now, like overall. Like, there were, like, Zach has 3 of the community bests, I think, and like those links were broken, but I kind of just messaged him and got the links directly, so I was able to look at those. Yes, but I got 2 almost golds like back to back, I thought, at one point, so it's hard to tell for that reason. I don't remember when it was, and I knew I could beat it anyway. Right. Oh, no. I did it again. Oh my god. Void Out was very silly. Oh, whoops, I have to hold buttons here. No! Like, I cannot be running. I cannot be losing runs to shit like this. Like, this is a run ending mistake. It's so crazy. Like, messing something up like this. Cannot be doing this at this level. Because his swing just hit the nut. Like, you don't want to push the Bokoblin. That can happen if you push the Bokoblin too close. And I know not to do it. It was an accident. Although pushing him close increases the chances of you being able to hit him with the quick spin. Because if you quick spin the fence, the gate, the cage, there we go, the cage. If you quick spin the cage and the Bokoblin is too far away, you won't hit him. He can be close enough, but he can be swinging his club. And if he's close enough but swinging his club, the club moves him away very briefly. And then you actually might not hit him during the quick spin for that reason. But if you push him closer, it doesn't matter when you time the quick spin. Like, if you time it while he's swinging or not. Like, sometimes the spin does not hit the Bokoblin, and that can be because the Bokoblin is mid-swing. But if you push the Bokoblin slightly closer, that's never a risk. However, if you push him too close, then that can happen. And yep. Oh, did you have that happen sometimes? Like, not hitting the Bokoblin? I don't think it's ever worth delaying the spin to make sure you hit the Bokoblin. It's probably worth just doing the extra stab, like if you're gonna not do spider skip. Jeez. Okay. You purposely avoid time. What do? Do you just like give the Bokoblin time to walk up to you? Before, like, throwing the Deku Nut or doing the quick spin, I guess. The whole time, do slash before the spin. Interesting. I'm not entirely sure what you mean. I have to, like, see it to understand, but that's good that you can avoid doing that now. The thing is, if you are a little bit slow to throw the Deku Nut, then the, like, cycle, I guess, on the Bokoblin's swings ends up being kind of awkward. And you end up doing the quick spin between his swings. This ain't it, bro. I'm gonna end up tilting off the face of the earth and stopping. Throw a nut, get close to cage, slash, spin. Cage. Interesting, okay. I understand now. Yeah, like, in order for the quick spin to line up well, like, between the Bokoblin swings, then you need to throw the nut pretty quickly. Wait, Runner, do you push the Bokoblin at all? Or do you just go around him? Okay, so if you push him a little bit, then you can always hit him with the quick spin. But you need to time it correctly. Yeah, Zeph. You can always hit him with a quick spin, but you need to time it while he's not swinging his club. If you push him a lot, then you can quick spin at any time. Going around him, then you have the risk of that you're saying, where like he just doesn't get to the cage quick enough. That should be fine. If it's not, then GG. Can I transform, please? Alright, let's not fail the Kargarok out of bounds this time. Why are you so far? Man, that is such a crazy way of losing so much time on that segment. Oh right, never mind. There was the void out as well in the mist. It wasn't just the spiders. I might be too far back. This is 5 seconds behind the last run. Or the last Elden Vessel segment, rather. It's farther behind, but if it doesn't beef it on this segment, then it will be ahead. Do you have something about entering the low zone, running and not walking? I really think it's just do the LJAs fast. Like, mashes, you want to do the long jumps as soon as possible. Because if you do them slowly, then that gives the boomerang extra time to come back to you. And then if Link is grabbing the boomerang as he enters the loading zone, then you're at risk of getting the slower walking animation. I think I've only had that happen once recently. This could be spooky. He's going to Narnia. If I fail this again, I'm going to do 10 hours of Kargarak out of bounds practice. I'll even have splits for, like, every single attempt. I'll create a playlist and everything. It's going to be the Rocky theme on repeat. Okay, thank God. That would have been rough if I had to do that. Hello, Ryan. Thank you. Second time pausing with the cutscene skip. that was quite slow, but it's okay. I do wish I didn't utterly throw the boomerang segments. That was probably one of the slowest Kargaroks I've ever seen. Like, it took him such a long time to catch up to me. Or, like, chase me, I guess. I should be okay with it. I think it was just a fluke, although I will probably go practice it a little bit. Both that and snowboarding, I've been like scary close to failing so many times. Like, I've never really had issues with it in the past. But I'll definitely take a look and see if it clears anything up, but it is like so lenient. What happened was, at least yesterday, I tried to do something slightly different to try and like make it even faster. And it just kind of messed up my cues, I guess. And then today, I think I just let what happened yesterday affect me when I went for it the first time, instead of just kind of doing what I would normally expect to do. Like, my thought with Kargarok out of bounds and collecting the bugs in the river in near Twilight has been that, and I need to test it in practice or something. I think you might want to not, like, I know it's the case after you clip out of bounds, you don't want to fly up or down at all. right? Because going up and down loses time versus just going left and right. My gosh, that's so common when I use that strat. I've been wondering if you want to do the same thing prior to clipping out for Car Arc Out of Bounds until you absolutely need to fly up. And then the same thing with the bugs. Like, I was wondering if it's faster to just use the river to push you upwards, at least until you reach the first couple bugs. And I've thought about trying it in runs, and I haven't actually loaded up a save to check it, like frame count or anything. Right, because like maybe you could just dash forward 2 or 3 times, and then dash up and just hold like straight up once to do the setup for Car Arc Out of Bounds, instead of moving up gradually, which is kind of what I've always done. Where are you? Holy shit. Okay. That's fine. And then yeah, for the bugs, I wonder if you can just, if it's faster or slower to just dash forward, move left and right, and then see if the river like pushes you upwards a little bit or something like that. If anything, maybe the river current. No, because the river current's going the opposite direction. Probably worth testing at least to find out. See if I can do this again without fucking this up. Did I gold this finally? It's still not sub 650 though. Amazing. I also think holding left here reduces lag, because the camera actually pans towards the water instead of into Kakariko. For that camera shift, so I only thought of that this past attempt, the last run I did. Because you do get Kakariko, like the majority of the village, on screen, I guess, towards the end of the warp, but then it's a smaller portion of time that it could be inducing lag. My Summa Best is now officially 6 minutes faster than my PB, which is so much. Was it after Faron Woods? Was it the 180 to face? Or sorry, was it after Forest Temple? Where before warping North Faron, you turn 180 degrees? Or was it something else? Okay. Yeah, I've been doing that. Do I want a red Wii to reduce lag? You know, after hearing about Cass getting a red Wii, I actually was Googling last night to try and understand Wii load times and see which models would be most likely to have the fastest load times. But my load times are actually at least better than some. I know my load times are better than Nimzo's because I frame checked like a number of loading zones with it. And mine was almost 1/10 of a second faster on the ones that I checked. I don't know if I checked good loading zones or not. And I should probably use the newer like load time tool to check it. I don't know what generation my Wii is. I'd have to check the model. That sucks. Man, that's really unfortunate. No. Check the battery, see which CPU you have. I could do that after. Go out and buy a new in-box Wii. New in-box HAL copy. And then go buy some, like, really good, like, fast memory cards. Just be the ultimate machine. Have the ultimate machine, rather. Multi-Wii unboxing vids. Just buy like 10 of them and test them all. I don't even know how much a Wii new in-box would be. Like, I'm sure it'd be expensive. Like, probably something like well, I mean, it depends on where you are, but at least for me, I think something, my guess is at least like $400 to $600, somewhere in that range. And then it depends on the model too. Like, maybe that would be for the older ones. How does the load checker work? Jeez, have you used it? I used one once a long time ago. I don't know if it's like, it ever changed or not. I think Maddie might have said it hasn't changed, but I'm not sure. It was like such a long time ago, the one that I used. It might have been from like DF. Which, it's pretty ancient. Okay. I have a black one too, but I think it's probably pretty good if it was faster than Nimzo's loads. Thanks for the good luck, babe. Wow. I've gotten such good luck with this guy so many times. It's probably not shell swapped. It looks and feels pretty vanilla. But yeah, my thought here, geez, just move to the left a little bit, like this, and kind of let the water carry you upwards. But I wonder if the current actually like slows you down because it's flowing in the opposite direction. Definitely worth checking. And then right here, it looks like you need to move up, but you really don't need to move up much to clear that at all. Like, if anything, you just need to move down a little bit here. And, like, just do mostly left-right movement there. I wish I could, like, look at the model number or something underneath it right now, but it's kind of facing the wrong direction. Risk unplugging something or losing control of Link for too long. Wait, you said 4 and above. Said 8 is the best, 1 is the worst. Okay. This looks pretty average. They'll attack from the left. Pretty normal. That's pretty normal again. The nice thing about it being normal is that it's harder to fuck up. I'd be surprised if that's not a goal. I don't think it's a gold, but I'm saving most of that. If the lily pad bugs were perfect, then this probably would have been a gold, because I lost so much. I feel like I lost close to 5 seconds on lily pads. At least opposed to like a perfect double. Okay. Damn, I really lost. $50-something seconds on the Boomerang segment. Oh man. Nice jump. Why can't I do math right now? How much did I lose on Gale Boomerang? A minute minus 6 seconds, so 54 seconds. Hope that worked. I'm worried I backflipped too early. That heart is scaring me that I got that I saw come out of the grass. It didn't sound like I picked it up, so I think I'm okay. How long is the Midna text post? Fuck, I can skip that. Does anyone know how long the Midna text is post Morpheal? Like, I'm wondering how long the absolute limit is. Like, I know the cutscene is pretty long, but I'm wondering how long you don't actually have to play. Yeah, post-eel cutscene. Like, how... Not necessarily inputs, but, like, until you have to roll to the... Like, including Midna text, I guess. Until you regain control of Link. I'm probably gonna have to run to the bathroom during that cutscene. That might have been a late split. Why did I take the memory card out? Bro, what a fucking Papega move. I panicked for a moment. Okay, so the Midna, I feel like the Midna text is like an additional like 15, 20 seconds. I'm wondering how long I can get away with mashing text from another room with a wireless controller. That's my reason for asking. My angle looks pretty good. Don't you dare throw the blue rupee. I might need to come up with a better strat for that avoids the blue rupee entirely. Assuming it lands in your path. Do the inputs fast. That is the key. But not too fast. If I didn't unplug my memory card for some reason. I think what happened was I was trying to look at the text near the memory card to see if there was any indicator of like the Wii version or something. Then I might have actually golded, perhaps? I don't know. You got the bomb claw shot. Sure, why not? Exhaust, were you here when I got like 10 of them in a row? You cried? Oh my gosh. Bro, I threw 50 fucking seconds on the Ook segment. That's so silly. I could have been, like, only plus a minute after Lakebud. The potential is there. Just gotta stop beefing it. Thank you, Exhaust. Overall, I've been playing pretty rough today. This is the best run so far. The last run died. The only other run I had, pretty much, I reset on ELH just because it was bad. This is, I would say, quite good, aside from the Boomerang segment. Alright, I just need a decent 2-bomb. That's all I need right now. Don't need anything crazy. Didn't get 1-bomb luck anyway, so the temptation isn't there. And she's pretty high up, so she should start moving down. Although I'm still pretty high up. This could be really bad. I'm not doing that. Please hit. Okay. Well, I will lose time here, but yeah, that was rough luck. You can make the argument I maybe could have saved it by like moving slightly differently and letting go of the bomb earlier or something, but honestly, maybe even letting Morphle suck me up. Like, let go of the bomb even later and let Morphle suck. I think that was a fast death cutscene. But yeah, I don't know. I'm ahead past Morphle. That's all I need. That's not all I need, right? I still need to play decently fast here. No 113 Lake Bed. Yeah, that was a very rough Morphle, too. Okay, so I'm gonna make note of the length here, how long you mash for. You start like 324 segment timer. So it's about an additional 20 seconds to control. This is good enough to be an acceptable run. Yeah, only mistake so far really is the Boomerang segment. Morphle just kind of got bad luck with. I didn't even get one bomb luck, so it's not like I could have gone for one bomb and avoided the shitty slow 3 bomb actually. Well, that was weird. Even typed it weird. I can't type while trying to. I'm overthinking the rope skip right now. I need to stop thinking about it. Not that bad. Just need to not be slow to skip the cutscene. Far away. I meant to practice rooftops with dashing off the bridge, because I noticed Beast does that, and I had someone else suggest it. And I knew you could do it, I just thought it was safer to not need to wait for the dash. Like, if you do a B hop, the B attack off. Yeah, I'll just keep doing it the way I've been doing it. I don't trust myself, without having practiced it, to just know the dashes will line up the way I want. It's a really small gold for finally using rope skip. I guess it wasn't great though either. Like, I didn't get the least glitch. I had actually lost time going for it. And then I killed the Poe and I backflipped away from Giovanni instead of towards him. It's still an improvement though. Sure. No quick climbs. I'm gonna be too far. Surprisingly not. Amazing runner. Nope. That's the text. Damn, dude, my goal here is so fucking good. Damn, I was really hopeful. That looked good. Just a little bit too far to the left. Slow. Yeah, very slow. I lost about like 7 or 8 seconds, something around there. Damn, even more. That was a rough couple of segments. I should probably get the fire red here. Right, 20. Unless I want to get the blue, both after post skip and before Stalord, but I'd rather just put that single time loss here. What is my health at? It's full. Oh yeah, it's full. To walk more. It's a good vibe, Rodner. Wait, it depends on the chips. What type of chips? You don't also call fries chips in Sweden, do you? That's like just a British thing. Strela. What does that stand for again? It's doesn't that mean moon or something? It means I forget what that word means right now. I should know what it means. Spanish. Okay, yeah, yes. I practiced this setup was. LJA here. That was a fast clip. I'm tempted to go for it just because this segment's not great. The past couple segments have been rough. So. Shit, man. Unlucky. Unfortunate. Hi Kuno, thank you for the good luck. Could use some good luck in Arbiters. Get like fast Stalward and fast Death Sword RNG, that would be nice. I don't know, I don't think I'll say anything here. That was unfortunate. Just a very slow segment, especially with messing up movement again there as I'm talking. Messed up the LGA, messed up the equip earlier. The jump attack out of the ball and chain pole. Yeah. I practiced the movement here before I started the run. Set up. No. Very slow. That was still almost a 39 key, that's crazy. Definitely would have been a 38 if I had rolled off the end instead of the side. Surprised that worked. Die. That just made me think of I'm Blue. That 7TV emote runner. Or I don't think the song is called I'm Blue, I think it's just called Blue. I think that's good. was kind of tempted to do wolf movement. But I've practiced this enough. Yeah, I don't know about that little ledge until recently either. When I relearned this movement, it's a lot easier than the brake slide on that first spot. Messing up that last part of movement was a little unfortunate. And you get hit once. Hit me, please. What was that camera? Why was it so weird? No. It was early. And I knew it. It was early and I knew it. Now the bastard's gonna do this to me. Man, I got like 5 times in a row before the run. That really sucks. And I definitely could have gotten out on the first attempt there. What happened was... I really want to stop fucking this up, bro. What happened? My buffer was too good. Like, I meant to do like a 4 frame buffer, 5 frame buffer, I don't know. And I did like a frame perfect buffer, so Death Sword did not move enough between the buffers. I was counting on him moving a lot. Like, he was completely out of the frame window and I wanted him to move within that buffer. I also have been practicing doing unbuffered. And I think most of the attempts earlier that were successful were unbuffered. But I'd rather just be safe on good runs and buffer it. Just unfortunate. If I can get a good Stallard and then if I can finally get a 57 endgame, I can get a 43 with this, even though it is rough. Actually, even a low to mid 50, it could be a 43 at this point. I almost fell there. Oh my goodness. That would have been heartbreaking. It is possible. I've done it. It is very possible. I can gold this by something. I don't know how much. It needs to be fast. Damn, I was too slow for that cycle. I'm getting the good RNG, it looks like. Nice. Okay, now I just need to play acceptably. Hello, Chris. Hi, hello. Good luck. Hi, how are you? Good? That's good. Yeah. I'm doing all right. I was mildly concerned about that bomb placement. I could have done Stellar skip. I want to say like 3 or 4 seconds faster. Had I done the setup faster, but I made a conscious effort to do it correctly and let myself be slow on the control stick instead of fucking it up. Because you need to set up pretty quickly to get the fastest cycle on the spinner blades, the blade trap things. Like I had to wait an extra cycle for one to pass. I maybe didn't absolutely have to, but I wasn't familiar enough with the cycle that I got. That might barely work. That's funny. That was about as close as possible it could be to working, while almost not working. Yeah, so if I got a 57 endgame, shy 3 minutes. 40, not 57 flat, say like a high 57. Say 58 minus 253, 43. Yeah, so I could get a low 43 with those. I don't really see a 42 happening. That would be nuts for me. Unless I had like the world's most insane Zelda. And golded by like another 9 seconds or something. As well as obviously playing well up to that point. What was my enter arbiters? It was still a 36. You can get a 34 for sure. Right. Just get perfect RNG for a whole minute and 55 seconds. It might be a gold by like a split second. Yep. Nice sum of best, too. The flat 39. Really, I just want to maintain this. If I can maintain my lead, even if I lose a little bit, it's fine. But the important part is saving everything I can on Light Sword, or almost all of it. Bad wind RNG, unfortunately, so. That costs something like 2 to 3 seconds on this segment. I wanted to start doing this a faster way, by just walking up instead of rolling. But I didn't practice it since seeing Beast do it and kind of making note of that. Doesn't make more sense, because it's probably less time spent walking up than you would spend in the roll animation. Justin Beastper? That is a crossover I never thought I would hear. Thank you, Runner. I'm finally starting to count rolls after the wind starts blowing. I always just counted them like throughout the whole thing and never really kept track. But you want to like restart when the wind blows, or at least keep track of how many since the wind starts blowing, so you can know when it's going to stop blowing. Yeah, I'm down like 2 seconds. Maybe 3, because of the wind, mostly. I don't think you can get a sub 540 here with bad wind. It's only some of them, Runner. It definitely used to be more of them. What am I? I'm 3 something, right? Yeah, +3. I'm just gonna do the roll stab because the other strat is not working for me consistently. Definitely losing less time overall by using the roll stab there. Yeah, like a really good fade out time there is like 4:18, 4:19. Okay. I need to not fuck up the timing on the jump attack. I'm a little off-centered. A little to the right. 1, 2. That should be adequate. Okay. I'm gonna get bobbed. I think it's a good idea to back up and move, like, so after you do the jump slash, after the gate clip, you want to like hold down right for a brief moment to avoid getting the bonk and on the wall with the sword and getting grabbed by the bobble. That fucking bro. I should have done the setup. Damn it, man. Of course, the run that's quite good that I get here, I messed that up on. I have not messed that up in a run yet. I kept jumping over the pixel. I get some two-handed grabs, please. I'm gonna get none. I'm worried it's too high. It's not too high. God bless. No. Can a guy get some two-handed grabs, please? Five for five. 5 for 5 on one-handers right now. Quite cool. Which means I'm down 5 seconds on this segment, roughly. Saves it. Yeah, I'm not gonna say much. Open the door, please. Thank you. Yeah, if I had every two-handed grab, that would have been a gold by 2 seconds. Ooh, please. Do not be, okay. Thank you, Maddie. I've unfortunately beefed it at both of the mini-bosses in the past, these two dungeons, so... It's like 40 seconds of Death Sword, and then I failed our Alphos skip for the first time in... probably since I've been doing 80% again. 43 would have been pretty free at this point, otherwise. What is it? That's... Hey, Audie, thank you. That is safe. Okay, so I lost, let's say 25 seconds on Clawshots because of our Alphos. And then let's down play it on Spinner as well. I missed Death Sword skip once, and it was slow. So let's say 25 seconds. So 50 seconds between both of those. Bro, I can't believe I lost 50 seconds on Boomerang too. That was quite a segment. Yeah, so this run minus the big time losses, I would say is like 242able for me, but it's gonna be pretty tough to not make big mistakes. This run... I've only really had one other good run since my PB. It was like early last week. So tempted to go for the early roars, but that could be really dangerous here. Since my accuracy right now is not what I would like it to be. Look at that. I stand fucking... That was fun. And then you just take the boots off and aim up. It's not anything else. Okay. I should be close to a minute ahead again here. I feel safe saying I should save at least 15 of this. Damn, all of my big time losses have actually been on mini boss segments, I'm realizing. Because, I mean, Boomerang kind of is also a mini boss segment because of Ook. It's the segment where you get the item. There's a pattern here. And I don't have to get any more items. Like, nothing else that goes on my item wheel. So clearly, I'm safe from time loss like that from this point forward. Actually, this might be a gold. 20 seconds from here feels like a lot. But this cutscene is also long, so I could just be coping a little bit here, hoping. If I had a good rob shot at the start, maybe. But I didn't get the Yeah, I didn't get the roll. Did not get the roll. Took me a little bit to aim the shot. Got a one-handed grab, of course. And my claw shot was low. Ow. That fade in, I was ready to mash for the jump slash. I forgot that I didn't need to yet. I need to fix my audio, so it's coming through my headset for Xance. Monitor and output. Oh, I forgot. Whoops. Put my headset on so I could hear the game in it. And I forgot I had Spotify playing earlier, so I've had it playing this whole run. Not on stream, obviously. If it was on stream, no one said anything, I would be shocked. Hey Cubex, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the good luck. Some gaming. It's alright. I've had 3 segments that have had pretty devastating mistakes, but overall this has been pretty good. I'm definitely very happy with it outside of those things so far. I'd say realistically I can maybe be like another minute 10, minute 20 ahead. At least per my standards. Like capability at the moment. Spawn, that's okay. I'm almost +4 on my sum. Yeah, +4 is pretty rough. I would love some center spawns right now. Like, I'll be fine without them, but if I got like 2 center spawns here, I could gold this. Should be huge right now. That's so bad. This is so bad. Oh man, I couldn't hear him. He was so quiet. Like, I did not hear that spawn at all. I did get a center spawn, I guess. Is dying gonna be a risk here for me? Hopefully not. Yeah, I would have been able to save that had I not done the additional quick spin. Because I did recognize on the second spawn that the one quick spin did an additional hit as a result of the hit stop from the Twilight Vermin. I just didn't react to it in time. I would also really, really like a heart from the Keys when I come back, return from the other wing. Or even a heart from the Keys and Messengers, I guess, in the second room on the way to the Soul. That would be quite nice too. Could have taken a wider angle. Okay, that's not too bad. That's so crazy, getting fast rolls there and then bonking, that's nuts. Normally 4 rolls is like just barely too short of the door. That's silly. I guess that's what happens when you practice movement. I did practice the movement there so I would get the fast rolls. I should have been more ready for that. Come on. I don't like this. Okay, a heart in here would be huge right now. Right here. No heart. Spidey shot, maybe? Not with that angle. Oh, wow. I did. I did not expect to hit that. Let's do better this time. Left. Thank you for that. Twilight Princess, practice. Second half, City to End, Palace of Twilight. Damn, extra hit stop from the keystone. Never thought about that before. So I guess that's kind of an RNG element here too, that you have to take into account, or that you don't have to, but can come into play. If the soul hits the key, that loses time. Actually, do you get hit stop from that? I don't know. I would imagine so. Okay, I really want a heart from these guys. That helps a lot. This might be a gold. I don't know. I got a center spawn from Zant. I got spider shot. I bonked the door though. Bonking the door, killing that Keese. Also had a bad Zant spawn on the first head actually. So maybe not. Yeah, no. Yep, that was acceptable for the first part. Maybe I gold this? Okay, and I guess you want to make sure you're far enough. You're close enough to the wall. I haven't thought about that before either. Distance from the wall doesn't really matter that much for clearing it. It does matter more for avoiding hitting the Kargarok, because hitting the Kargarok means hit stop. Should be fine. That should be fine. Nice. Heart. Thank you. It's not LJ early for any of these. Alright. I'm set on health. You know what? I'll avoid doing the LJA in here. It's not worth it right now. And then I don't need to kill this guy. I can try to avoid killing him. Oh my goodness. There's so many of them. I guess I don't need to kill the Kargaroks if I'm not doing the LJA. So actually, you might save time on killing the car. You save time then, because you don't get the hit stop from killing the Kargaroks. And if there's like 4 or 5 of them like there were there, it's certainly not a negligible difference. First, I didn't need to address that. It's fine. Ooh, no hit stop on them. This is horrible. And I realize you can avoid killing these Cargroks by standing back farther and then just rolling up to the chest right as the chest is about to spawn. Yeah, you gotta time it much more precisely, though. I say much more. I really don't know how precise that is, actually. So for me to say... I messed up my timing for this. Okay, I still got it, though. Oh wait, Nimzo hangs off here until he sees Xanhead spawn, which spawns it faster. Ah! Not good if that happens. This is gonna be scary now. Okay. Alright, had a little bit of a scare there. I don't think I can gold this, but overall it was decent. Yeah, I'm losing a few seconds. I didn't do the LGA. I killed some enemies I didn't need to. But that's not a big deal. Where is my time save from here? Forward. There really isn't any major time save. I guess Zelda is the biggest. Yeah, Exhaust. Sorry, I fell short. Hope you'll forgive me. Good spawns, please. I guess good hops, please. Hops are more important. Those were acceptable. I guess a good spawn is more important here. That should be it. Very cool. I think that was the first frame. I might have pulled that a little late. I'm not gonna get as close as I could have here. messed up the auto spin. Cool. Good. That was good. I didn't get the fast spawn forest. I had bad spawns on forest and GM, so. Thanks, Morpha. Keep it up. I will try. I will do my best. Golding this would be huge right now. I can gold it by something like 5 or 6 seconds. What? It just sounded to me like Midna said you killed Ubisoft. Right there. Nice, Kaz. My audio just cut out? Bro, OBS just crashed. I don't know what's happening, but my computer's frozen. Okay, everything's back. Bro, if my PC crashes, everything just froze. My audio was delayed through OBS. Did anything happen on stream? Like, did the game or anything mess up? Okay. Yeah, that's when it started happening for me. My game audio was delayed too. Through my headphones. So I hope whatever that is doesn't... Let me just start closing shit. Anything unnecessary I will close right now. Which there isn't anything... There really isn't much. It's just, yeah. Spotify and File Explorer. Great, Cass. You know, that's genuinely a fear of mine, is people thinking I splice our own. Because I'm just so inconsistent sometimes that I'm just like, there's no way. Like, you know, the self-doubt and everything comes in. It's like, there's no way I could do this. And then, like, when I'm super inconsistent, I just kind of get to a point where I'm like, even if I get something, people are going to think I spliced it. Can't believe you caught me, Cass. What the fuck, bro? Thought you had my back. Alright, I don't need an insane castle. I just need to not fuck anything up. then it's all on Zelda. Yeah, an Insane Castle would be nice. If I could have like another 5 or 6 seconds of like leniency on Zelda, that would be huge. I gotta get the KB4 one cycle, I gotta get the backflip. Gotta get everything. Let's walk for a little bit, get to be a little leisurely here. I want to see someone break slide there. Instead of doing that 9th roll, break slide to the chain and then pull it. This doesn't need to be crazy fast. Okay. Unfortunate, but that's fine. I did not think that jump attack was still early. It's crazy how long you need to wait to do the jump attack after that first quick spin. It feels like an eternity. That's quite a name for that. No! Bruh. Okay, no more. Lock in. Oh, lock in. Just do everything else correctly. I can still come close to matching my gold, probably. Even with those 2 little things. You wish me good luck, a 7-cycle Zelda. That would be sick right now. Although I'm not counting on anything. Anytime I've been able to get a 57 endgame, Zelda's been dishing me a 58. Five. Why? Why do I keep beefing that so much, man? It's so simple. It's fine. It's fine. You gotta be kidding me. I'm tilting so fucking hard right now. The insanity of fucking this shit up, bro. Castle is so easy. Castle is so easy, man. Nothing in here is difficult. Why am I doing this? Bro is beefing it. I even got the backflip. got the backflip but didn't pause. What? This can't be real! This can't be real! Dude. How does that happen? I really just put the cards in Zelda's hands here. Thank you, Vark. Whether or not I get a 43 is completely on Zelda now. I should have been rolling, like a perfect segment would have been rolling over to get the boss key right now. The cutscene would have been like ending right now. I cannot, every single fight, dude. They're all so simple. The lantern, even messing up the lantern puzzle. I'm gonna keep myself sane through the stupidity that was. Ah, Cubex. We can be crash out buddies. Okay, like I'm not even nervous. I wasn't even like, I don't know, bro. It's so stupid that I'm messing up simple things right now. I didn't need a good castle. I just needed to not be a doofus. That's the wrong item. Okay. Alright. Don't crack on Zelda. Whoops. Cracked on Zelda. Alright. 18 cycle, here we go. Yep. It's fine. I threw in castle anyway. I can't whine about Zelda when I just lost 30 seconds. Hello, darkness. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. GG 43. I have no idea what this... I mean, this is... Whatever this is fast. Every single one of these attacks has been fast. But... The first ball being on 4 is something. This is like a 4, 6, 7. This is a 10 cycle at best, right? Maybe I'll Bop Rodner. This is something. This might not even be a low 44 at this point. Ooh, don't turn that way. Ma'am. We don't have to keep up the staring contest. We could, like... Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Heck, dude. I don't even know what my ball and chain is on at this point. I mean, still, if I hadn't fucked up Hyrule Castle, like, at all, then this still would have been, like, a 43. Oh, I forgot I actually gotta look around. Quite unfortunate. This is gonna be a weird PB to run against. I say as if I couldn't still blow it on Zelda. I mean on horseback or something. Well, I got a 44. I'm a little bit safer from G's now. Damn, I missed bopping Rodner by 2 seconds. There needs to be a GG version of a footlong. Alright. It was still a catastrophe overall. If Castle went well, like if I had a good Zelda and actually Golden Castle, which I could have, then I would say this was like a good run for me, but it's quite messy. Thank you for the GGs. Probably pretty tough too, Chris. Exactly. Time to save for next run. I don't know. Like, I had... For me, overall, this was pretty good, aside from... Boomerang. Death Sword, and then Aralphos. At least prior to Castle. Like, Boomerang is basically, let's say 45. I lost 54 seconds to my best, so let's say 45 seconds. And then I failed Death Sword skip, and it was slow, so let's say 20 seconds. I failed Aralphos skip, let's say 20 seconds. 45, 20, 20, 125. Castle, let's say I don't lose 20 seconds there. 145. And Zelda, I lose, let's say, 15 seconds. 20 seconds less. 45. Yeah, so I can be 2 minutes ahead of those. I can definitely get a low 42. Or with an even better, like, cleaner run of high 41. But I don't see myself being able to get a 40. That would be ridiculous.
Crystal again. Won't get repair. You get rebuild space. Hot for report.
Yeah, so compared to my best, that's still quite rough. I finished. Yeah, not for me right now, though. I'd have to play within a minute on my summer best. That would be ridiculous. Maybe if I swap to French, try to find a Wii with even faster loads, and then like did hardcore segment practice for 2 weeks, I could get my summer best down to like a high 237. I don't know who that is, runner. I did not get a PAL copy, no. I was saying, like, hypothetically, if I swapped to French, found a Wii that has even faster loads than mine, and then, like, also put in the practice. Oh, is it really? Damn. The end of 252 speedruns? Yeah. That's still 3rd place. Korean copy of TP, right? Yeah, because you already had the Wind Waker, the Korean Wind Waker copy. You got that a little while ago now, didn't you? What did I get? 3. I still got 4 golds. so many like if only X things went correct moments. I feel like I don't know. I had what? So like let's say 4 problem segments: Boomerang, Spinner, Clawshots, Hyrule Castle, and I feel like if I was like just more careful overall with the run, it still would have been roughly, I don't know, because like towards the start of the run we were talking about, I guess, risk mitigation and like how you have to play fast to like overall to have a fast run. Even if you hit everything, if you're like super careful and hit everything as a result of it, you'll just play slower overall and the run might not be as good. So like playing fast offsets the time losses to some extent, even if it induces more time losses. I guess being behind only once is kind of neat. Like, I should expect to be behind, I guess, until Boomerang, and then having the time save on Boomerang is nice. Then... I don't know, my lake bed still isn't, like, great. It's like, I can be getting... Is it just with Boomerang? No, Morphia was horrible too, right? I forgot about that. Morphia was like... Yeah, nearly 40 seconds. I'll probably start uploading my PBs, so that way it doesn't look like I went from like a 254 on my profile to whatever I end up uploading finally. Right, you're on there. That would be... I was kind of hoping for it with this, honestly. Like, I really did want to get a 43 with this. Like, go after Post Palace, that was so realistic. Like, getting a low 43, mid 43. I think the only acceptable comment for this run is beefed it. Zelda was what, 45 seconds. I would have missed record by 1 second if Zelda was... Actually, I mean, I guess Zelda had the power. I could have golded, and then I could have... Entering Zelda was pretty close to possible. Then... I'm gonna have to reset more now. Or I'm gonna have a higher standard for like start times probably. At least let's say like lake bed. I don't know if I'm getting like a 115 lake bed. That's not like acceptable now. 115 lake bed would be really bad for this. Whoops. Like, I guess if I could play, like, overall If I was to drop my summer best by like 30, no, I didn't. This was still, this was a 146, 136, yeah. Morphle was bad. So, I mean, I guess, honestly, Snow Peak was not great either. Although, I didn't lose it. I guess post Lake Bed, I still could have gotten a 135. But... like, I really think it would probably be possible for me to be... I mean, it would be really unlikely. And I would probably be nervous if I had a run like it. But I could be... I want to say... a minute and a half behind my summer best at the end of Arbiters with, like, a crazy run. Let's say a minute and a half behind at Arbiters. Let's say a minute 40. And then, like, lose, I don't know, a minute 10 on the last hour, and then be under 3 minutes behind at the end. That would be... yeah, that would be a high 41. It feels like the limit for me at the moment. Which I guess really isn't terrible, because it's like, I want to say a minute and a half off like the most realistically conceivable time at the moment. Most realistically best possible conceivable time at the moment. If I had gotten a, if I had gotten an insane Zelda and golded the segment. Oh, I forgot about the Twilight here. You still have the Twilight music kind of playing in the background, since you don't clear the Twilight here. If I had gotten a crazy Zelda that golded by like 4 or 5 seconds, and then got the record, that would have just been a repeat of the last time I got the record, where I choked in the last like few segments before Zelda, and then Zelda saved it. That would have been amusing to have happen. Maybe I PB'd just because I uploaded my PB finally. Like earlier today I uploaded my current, or I guess now my previous PB, because I was going to start uploading to YouTube all of my PBs to put them on speedrun.com, so that I wasn't like just uploading whatever good run I got whenever I got it. Because I know lots of people don't like that. You know, I'm not gonna lie. sitting through these credits right now feels like it's taking an eternity. I actually don't know how long it takes to get through them. I know it's about to be, yeah, okay, there we go. Just felt like it was taking so much longer than I was actually aware of.